Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second day of my new 2-week show. This is the Joyful Business, I can't even say the name. I'm so immersed in Joyful Business Planning, it's hard to even remember what I'm talking about. This is the Joyful Business Planning live show. We are live, or I am live, I should say, hopefully with you guys coming on board. Every day for the next 2 weeks at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So I hope that you will join us each day, and I'm going to be talking about business plans, and particularly how to make your business plan fun and creative and joyful and oh so practical. Hey Heidi, welcome. So glad you're here. We've got people gathering around, and kind of like the old water cooler, but now we gather around the computers, right? So I'm glad you're here. We're going to be talking about how to make your business plan work for you in a way that's really joyful, fun, easy, and creative. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box or in the comment section. I would love to hear what your questions are about business planning, whether it's about business planning in general or about the Joyful Business Plan. I know there's a couple people who are here who have last year's version of the plan, and I'd love to hear your comments about what you liked about we called it the Creative Business Plan. Now we've rebranded it to fit in with my brand called the Joyful Business Plan. But I'd love to hear, what do you like? What's your favorite parts? What do you love about this creative approach and joyful approach to creating a business plan? All right. Let's see. And just a little preview, tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow's the big day where the 2019 version of the Joyful Business Plan is available. You can purchase it now, but the door is open for you to download and print and start working on your plan tomorrow. So I hope you'll join us. It's really crazy affordable. All that you get is amazing. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. We're going to have a bigger lunch party tomorrow morning. So Heidi says, good morning. Nobody does a business plan like you, Laura West. Yay. Thank you, Heidi. It's simple, easy, and fun. I've seen Heidi's plan, and she does such a great job of putting her plan together. And I so love hearing it. I love seeing it because she's in Atlanta, and so lots of times when I meet up with people, they'll be like, Laura, you want to see my plan? And they bring it and they share what they've done. And I just so love they carry it, they carry it around with them because it really is that kind of resource. Okay, let's see. So I've already mentioned tomorrow. I'm just going to give you a little preview. Tomorrow, the Joyful Business Planning System, let me take that cover. It's hard to see. The Joyful Business Planning System is going to be available, and yay. So I'll tell you more about that at the end. So today I want to talk about business plans, marketing plans, and planners, because sometimes people use those words interchangeably, and they somewhat can be, but there really is a big difference. And just so that you are educated and you are in the know, and that you better understand how it works. So a business plan has information about your business. So there's a planning part to it, but it actually has a lot of information about your business. So you're going to have your vision in there for your business. Just going to see if I have a copy of, let's see, copy of, yeah, so you'll have whatever your version is. You can have your own business plan, but this is in the Joyful Business Planning. This is last year's version, where you have notes and ideas about what the vision is for your year. So in your business plan, you want to have your vision, you want to talk about your ideal client, you want to have information about your niche, or what I call your magnetic specialty niche. We go more into that when I train with my private clients in the Joyful Business Studio, but we really get into identifying your magnetic specialty niche and what makes them magnetic. But you want that information in your business plan. You also want to have information about, what are your current products and services, and offers, programs. What is it that you have for sale that you can help other people? And then you want to know that's current, and then you want to know what your new ideas are. So you want to take a review of those current ones, and then you want to review the current ones, and then brainstorm some of the new ideas. What do you want to change? What new products and programs would you like to add? We have, I'll share this more. We're going to talk more about this in the next 2 weeks. Then you get into the marketing part of your program, or of your plan. And the marketing part is going to include an overview of what are your current marketing strategies, what worked, what hasn't worked. The marketing part of your business plan is going to include what, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Actually, it's not that I lost the train, it's just there's so many trains going on at one time. It's like, ooh, which one do I take? Okay, you guys send me some little laughter because I am like, my brain is going in like 6 different directions. That's why we need a business plan, right? Because we need to be able to focus on what it is that we're going to create. So we were talking about the marketing part of the business plan. Thank you for the laughter. I appreciate it. This is what you gotta love about Facebook Live, right? It's just real time, and when your mind goes, in all these directions, it's that's how it works sometimes. So the marketing part of the business plan includes reviewing what you're currently doing for your marketing and where the holes are, what's working, what's not working, and then you brainstorm what else would you like to do for your marketing. Let me just see. We have sheets for each of those. We call them play sheets in the Joyful Business Plan. And you do a review of your current marketing strategy. And you would write in what your current marketing strategies are. We have one for your new marketing strategy brainstorm. And we have notes on the side to really put your priorities, like what are the next things you're going to do in the next 90 days. And then one of my favorites is what I call, I'm trying to get the camera right, is the Beacon Marketing Strategy. And the Beacon Marketing Strategy is new to this year's version, the 2019 version. And Beacon Marketing Strategy, I'm going to do a whole one of these segments on that, but your Beacon Marketing Strategy is where you pick one marketing strategy and it becomes your main marketing strategy for the year. That might be a podcast. It might be a weekly Facebook Live show, kind of like this, or, continuing. It could be weekly tips. For about 6 years, I sent a Monday morning miracle message, had an audio and an article every single week. I'll talk more about Beacon Marketing Strategy. Those kinds of things are in your business plan. Then you want to add in the actual planning part of it. So you've gathered all this information, then you want to do the planning part of it. So you have a yearly calendar of your programs, your launches, when are you going to offer workshops. You would also have, here's your advertising, marketing, social media, webinars, like whatever ways that you are getting your word out there, you would have that mapped out. So that becomes your, and then the last part, which is like one of the most important parts, they're all important in themselves, but one of the important parts is your money. You want to map out your money. You want to minimum do projections for the year. I like to project actual dollar amounts and expenses so that you know how much profit you have left over to keep either reinvesting in your business or taking out and supporting yourself, of course. And those are the main parts of your business plan. Now, the planner part, we were talking about the difference between a business plan and a planner. The planner part is what you do on a daily basis. Like, what do you use? So your planner, some of you have a calendar, right? That's part of your planner. Some of you have, there's all different types of planners out there. I have tried a ton of them, probably a couple dozen of them, and decided that I wanted my own version. And so here's a couple things that I do. This is this is the new version. You guys will, who are on here who have the last year's version. This is your daily action planner. And I use this every single day. I can't help it because those of you who are here, you have it from last year. We've added in a section to capture your SAS, all right? Your successes, abundance, synchronicities, and sunshine. That was at a request of one of my clients, Michelle Roden. Last week we were in Dallas together, and she said, do you want to see my daily action planner? Because she carries it with her everywhere she goes. And she had a little section up here for SAS. So we added that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Leslie and Tiffin. Leslie, you're so funny. Thank you. This solves the problem of, filling this out Sunday night, Monday morning, solves the problem of when you get up in the morning and you say, what do I do, right? So you've done your business plan. You've put it into a yearly calendar. You've broken it down into, I like to break it down into the next 90 days. And then you can break it down into what am I going to do this week? And what am I going to do each day of the week? Okay, so that way you have something that is, this plan, you don't do it one time, set it on the shelf. You actually use the plan for 90 days, for weekly, and for every single day. So this is my go-to. This is actually what I do to plan. And I love having it in front of me. I use a Google Calendar for my appointments, but there is something about having it where I can capture everything, check, the thrill of checking things off is amazing, right? This is something new that we've added this year. This is called your 90-day Be-Do Action Plan. And what I notice is that people tend to get a little overwhelmed with planning for the whole year. They're like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in September. So it's really helpful to plan the next 90 days. What are you going to do in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? So we created a special worksheet for that. You'll notice ours is a little different. So we have yes, no, and being and doing. So what are you going to say no to about who you're being and what you're doing? And what are you going to say yes to in your being and doing? So yes, we give, and yes, so you get that in the new 2019 version. And what we do is we give you in the Joyful Business Plan, we give you the business plan, we give you the marketing plan, and then we give you what you need for your daily planner. So that 90-day plan, the daily action plan, and one of my favorites too, so if we get this on the screen here, is a daily content planner. Okay, many of you are putting content out either on Facebook, Facebook groups, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. Oh my gosh, it really makes my head swirl. And so I created this for me so that I can start tracking, here's all the different ways that you can plan your content, where you can put it, and then what are you going to do each day. We'll go into a little more detail about this as we go along over the next 2 weeks. So let's see, what else do I want to share with you? Hopefully you got the idea between what a business plan is, marketing plan, and then you want to have a good planner that you can use on a daily basis. And so that's why I created this integrated Joyful Business Plan for that purpose. For those of you who've joined, I know a lot of you who've joined, you're in the studio. You either have the plan from last year when we called it the Creative Business Plan. Now we've upgraded, we've added some new things to it. Or you're in the studio and the Joyful Business Plan is a part of the studio, so you're going to get access to it tomorrow. Yay! If you'd like to put comments down below, I'd love to hear what are your favorite parts about the plan, about this whole creative, fun, yet practical planning system. So I'd love to capture your comments if you don't mind. It's good karma. All right, spread some good karma on this Tuesday morning. All right, let me give you I'm just going to give you a little preview into what's coming with these new worksheets, and then we'll wrap up. So we have just a handful of new, what I call play sheets actually, and I'm so excited about them. I've been playing with them the last couple of days, and I'll do more in-depth detail on these individual play sheets as we go along. But just to give you a little preview, this one is called, I just have trouble backing up, Laura. Okay, this is called Your Beautiful Genius, and where you go around and capture as part of your business plan your strengths, your experience, like what makes you unique. And it is such a good reminder. We forget about all those certifications, all the challenges that we went through that built up our wisdom and strength and courage muscle. So that is a great piece to add in there. We also have your a play sheet for your ideal client, and that will give you clarity for your magnetic specialty niche. So I make these really fun and really, fun, from a creative side door kind of way. What I have found is if you're staring at a bunch of Excel spreadsheets, I think I had one of my clients, Angelique, post that on my personal page today. She's like, oh my gosh, I just went running from Excel spreadsheets. And this is such a creative side door way to actually get your business plan done. I see Karen has joined us. She has the creative business plan and she loves the project sheet. It allows me to have everything I need for projects and gives me ideas for things I hadn't thought of. Yes, we give you so many different types of play sheets to use with the plan, but also different types of planners. So like a project planning sheet. Okay, what else is new for this year? Oh, I just can't do it backwards. This is your mirror mentors. This is a great place to learn about more about what you want, who you want to be, what you want to do, is by looking at those, I call them mirror mentors. People like Oprah, Anne Lamott, Elizabeth Gilbert, Brene Brown. Those are some of my favorite mirror mentors to look at and say, what are they doing and who are they being that is reflected in me? Where I get excited, inspired by them, I know there's an element of that in me. That it could be your neighbor. It could be a colleague who, I have a colleague who is leading retreats in Costa Rica. I just go like, oh, my heart's like, okay, Costa Rica, you're calling me. Another little preview is the 90 days. We talked about that a little bit, the new 90-day action planner. And then the Beacon marketing strategy. I go into a lot more depth on how to create a Beacon marketing strategy and different ideas for that in my home program, my membership program, which is the Joyful Business Studio. But we include it in the Joyful Business Plan because it's such an important part of just narrowing down your options instead of chasing every marketing squirrel all around, having one main strategy that you can keep coming back to over and over again. Okay, if you have any questions, please post below. I will either answer them today or I will answer them on a future call. Anything about the Joyful Business Plan or about business planning in general. As I mentioned yesterday, I have literally participated and helped create thousands of business plans, and most of them were for owners, presentations that we had to present to the board and things like that. You need a business plan that is joyful, right? You need a business plan that is something that you can write in and get your markers out, use it so that it guides you throughout the whole entire year. So that's what we're going to be talking about more. Tomorrow we're going to unveil the whole Joyful Business Plan. We're opening the doors. It'll be available to download, to print, to start creating your plan and your planners. And for those of you who are here, I know a lot of you either have a plan from last year, so you may want to upgrade. We're doing a special alumni upgrade for only $47. Several of you are in the Joyful Business Studio, so tomorrow you're going to get access to the Joyful Business Plan. Watch for an email because you do need to sign up to make sure you get the current version. And then for everyone else, if you're new to this and watching this and you're curious about the Joyful Business Plan, or you just have got to get your own version of that, you can go to joyfulbusinessplan.com and you get so much more about that tomorrow. All right. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in today and showing up on our live show. And I'll be back again tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern Time. So I hope to see you then. Bye, everybody.